Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your message for June 10th through the 16th. It is good for the Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius. Keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so it won't resonate with everyone that watches. Check your Rising Moon or Venus placements. You could find your messages there. All 12 zodiac signs will be up in the next couple of days. If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. The link to my website is in the description below. Also, check out the link to my sister channel called Soma, Chandra, Libra. I read for Libra, Sagittarius, and sometimes Cancer on that channel every 72 hours. And on Soma, Chandra, Libra, we hyper focus on love. But I do a reading here for you guys every week too. And I have sort of a Celtic cross laid out for you here. This could apply to a relationship. It could apply to any part of your life. But on that other channel, it's Libra and Stagnation. Those are the only placements in my natal chart. So that's why that channel exists. So let's get into it for you, Sag. I did lay out a Celtic cross and I clarified the crap out of it because I can't not. And I felt like you guys needed advice and they asked me to use oracle decks for you. So I am going to do that. So Justice is at the bottom of the deck and the Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles in reverse. You don't know what to do about a situation. I think you want to have a breakthrough. I think you're disappointed about something. Justice, you could be dealing with a Libra. You might have Libra in your chart. I just heard North Node. Some of you have Libra in your North Node. I think you're thinking about bringing balance to a situation and justice to a situation, or justice needs to be served. It looks pretty serious in this deck. Yeah, justice needing to be served and balance. That's a heavy energy. Accountability, making a choice, knowing you have to tell the truth, weigh the cause and effect. Justice does need to be served. In the center of everything for you guys this week, honestly, I think you're having a hard time communicating with a person. That seems to be what I'm picking up on here. I think you want to, but you're not sure what to do. Seven of Wands to the Page of Cups in reverse. Um, you're feeling really defensive and doubting your intuition about something. Um, you're feeling really vulnerable with this Page of Cups in reverse. You're having a hard time dipping your toe in the water. Often the Page of Cups in reverse is like, we're not interested in exploring something emotionally. If someone owes someone an apology, you don't want to do that, or your person doesn't want to, or something like that. But in this instance, with the Seven of Wands, she feels very vulnerable, caught off guard, really feeling the need to protect yourself. And this Page of Cups is also very vulnerable, doubting your intuition in a situation. Should I open up and explore this? I don't know. I'm feeling vulnerable. I feel the need to protect myself. That seems to be what you're saying. And the challenge is the Seven of Cups, choosing wisely, not really knowing where you stand, having a lot of opportunities and choices. You might be doing some wishful thinking. There could be some illusion at play. The Seven of Cups in general is somewhat overwhelmed, and so is all three of these cards are a little overwhelmed. And I get the sense that you're not really sure where you stand. And it's also that you might not have wanted to explore something with someone because you have other choices, or your person, there's a person around you that has a lot of choices and they're not noticing you, something like that. What's driving you guys this week? The Tower in reverse. I don't think you want any big disruptions in your life right now with the Tower in reverse. The Tower has been making its rounds lately for many zodiac signs, in the upright, in the reverse. Do you hit the eject button? Do you tear it all down and rebuild? If you've had blowouts or major disruptions with certain people or situations in the past, did you let the Tower fall? Did you rebuild it? Did you rebuild it in the same place? Did you learn a major lesson? Did you have the sudden awakening? And if you did, I think I get the sense that you guys want to avoid any major sudden shifts. Some of you have been considering relocation and you're not sure you should do that or not, or making some kind of a big change. And I just get this feeling that you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this right now. In the past, Eight of Swords to the Five of Swords in reverse. You couldn't see something. You felt stuck in a karmic situation emotionally. A lot of negative thoughts surrounding a situation that this is the past, is whatever part of the past you need to see that's pertaining to this situation in the present. So I think that there was a situation that you were in that you're recalling that's affecting the current moment where you felt stuck and you felt like the victim and your hands were tied and lots of negative thoughts. But this is a self imposed restriction. You thought your way into something, and I don't think you could ever really think your way out. And whatever this situation was about, there could have been a lot of conflict, defeat, a convenient contempt, a winner and a loser. You might have thought about making a reconciliation. You might have wanted to make amends, but there was just too much past resentment, or you just weren't willing to fight through any changes that were needed to be made. Because the fives are about conflict and loss, but they're also about change. So, two cards of change here, and like, nope, I can't even. I don't know. And I think at this point, I get the sense that something might be haunting you a little bit with this justice card, but I still feel like you're really focused on the negative and crying over spilled milk. Disappointed, some regrets here. It's like Watership Down, Bunny. You guys ever read that book, Watership Down? Such a great story. The movie's on Netflix. For some reason, I'm mentioning it. You guys are supposed to watch it. Check it out. So, the way you're seeing yourself right now, Eight of Pentacles, you're working a lot. You're feeling the need to put repetitive tasks into a situation. And you might be thinking about a lot of stuff this week while you're at work, burying your nose in work, trying to ignore the world, and you're just putting your pentacles up. I like it in this deck how she's picking the fruit, the fruits of her labor. You might be developing a skill. You see yourself as working and working a lot. What's crowning you? Your crowning thoughts, what you're thinking of? Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you have that in your chart. This could be you. This could be a person you're thinking of. So the Queen of Swords is a little icy at times. She protects her heart. She comes off as very detached, very independent, very unbiased judgment, very clear with boundaries, very excellent and direct with the communication. A Queen of Swords holds the sword of discernment. She has a solution. You're trying to figure out a solution if you're the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Swords. Well, you might have recently had an earth sign involved. I'm seeing Virgo or Taurus for you. I do have an Empress here. You're thinking someone might be a little harsh with you, or you're feeling a little detached and really needing to have strong boundaries. But the Three of Pentacles is about working together and teamwork. This is about collaboration, learning, implementation, building something with someone, or in a situation, being smart. This could have to do with career. If it's a relationship, you might work with them or around them. It might have been someone that you went to school with, not necessarily though, or work with or around. But regardless of the situation, you're feeling the need to be cooperative. You're feeling the need to learn and work as a team. And you know that you need to come up with a good solution and be smart. But something about this is stressing you out because your actions are the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. Goodness, Sagittarius, what's going on? You are anxious and worried. This is a bloody nightmare. Yeah. So thinking about it at night while you're sleeping, thinking about it when you wake up in the morning. And this Three of Swords is heartbreak, loss, pain. I do have a Three of Cups here in reverse, so this could have involved a third party situation or a friend or group dynamic of some kind that went south. You are worried about this. You're worried about heartbreak and sorrow and any kind of pain. You're stressed out. I think you're worried about getting your heart broken, worried about breaking somebody else's, worried about someone getting hurt. If you make any sudden change, yeah, you're really worried about that. I did take a look at your environment and I clarified it out pretty good. So, a person around you, this could be a friend, family member. For some of you, it's a coworker or anybody. I heard colleague as well. Ace of Wands, this person sees themselves as an Ace of Wands. They are an inspiring person. You could be dealing with a person that has a fire sign or has fire in their chart. They see themselves as a person that wants new, passionate opportunities in their life. They want to start new things with growth potential. The way they feel about you and the action they're taking towards you, Seven of Swords in reverse to the Four of Cups in reverse. This person has a secret. This person feels a little guilty about something or insecure. They're having a hard time being flexible and adaptable. They kid themselves a little bit about it. They might feel a little unworthy, like an imposter syndrome. There's some guilt surrounding this. Or this could be your response to the environment as well. The environment is always a person around you or your response to that person, okay? And I can't make it any more specific than that because this is a general message and there are 8 billion people on the planet. God only knows how many Sag, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus there are. But so you could be feeling guilty, they could be feeling guilty. But something about this is somewhat stagnant for this person. This person moped about you for quite some time and just was in emotional apathy and reevaluation. It was just like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't get Sag off my mind. I don't know what to think or feel. Nothing else will do. I don't know what to do. And I think that that got stagnant for them or for you. And someone realized that life was just passing them by. The grass is not greener on the other side. And they decided to look at those other 3 cups. I clarified their feelings out a little bit further, like why are they the Seven of Swords in reverse? Or why is Sag the Seven of Swords in reverse towards this person? 9 of Wands in reverse. Well, bad boundaries, first of all. Overwhelmed, defensive, paranoid. This person is so defensive against you or you with them that it's a struggle. They're very paranoid at this point. But the Sun to the 2 of Cups is how they feel. I think this person wants to talk to you, and I think they want clarity on something. The Sun to the 2 of Cups, the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. This what person wants happiness, they want warmth, they want vitality, they want a breath of fresh air. You could be dealing with a Leo or someone has Leo in the chart possibly. But I feel like because of the other cards, I think this person just wants to start new things in their life. They might see a lot of growth potential with you, but their boundaries are sort of been tested to the point where they can't stay in the fight anymore. If this is a person from the past, I think they just want to talk. I think that they need clarity about something and they do want warmth and happiness and they do want a heart-to-heart conversation with you. They might feel an attraction to you and like maybe strong feelings toward you romantically, but not necessarily. This is a partnership as well. They want a unification. They want clarity with you. But again, I see you struggling because in your feelings, I've got the 3 of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. So there's 2 pages here. You don't want to talk. You're having a very difficult time thinking, coming up with new ways to communicate with this person. First of all, you could have blocked communication with this person. Self-expression seems to be difficult for you. You feel as though your feelings are hasty to some degree. And 3 of Cups in reverse is, I don't know that you necessarily want to get together for celebration and friendship and creativity and collaboration. Again, this could be three's a crowd. You're feeling like you need to be independent and alone to some degree, but here's the 3 of Pentacles in the upright. I've got 3 threes on the table. So this could involve third-party stuff. Think outside the box, though. It doesn't necessarily need to be relationship romantic. It can be friendships, it can be work, it can be family even, but for whatever reason, despite feeling like, I feel like this is a knee-jerk reaction with the Page of Swords in reverse to the 3 of in reverse, Cups in reverse. Like, nope, no, I can't talk about this with you. And I'm not coming up with any new ideas. And I'm not that curious either. Nope, I'm not curious. I don't care. But you're stuck. The Wheel of Fortune is stuck. This is Saturn. You feel restricted. I think you're afraid of playing out a karmic cycle. I think you're worried if you get together with this person or something in this situation, you might be focusing on the wrong things for the wrong reasons. There might have been a stroke of bad luck or bad fate. Something could have happened like that between you and someone, or you're just stuck in a situation. Even if it's career-wise or moving to a new location, you're not getting all the facts. You're not having any new ideas. You're not feeling anything that touches your heart. You're looking. I know some of you are thinking about relocating because some of your oracle cards and you're overwhelmed by choices. Nothing feels quite right as far as it's in alignment with your destiny. But if this is a relationship, you're like, I don't know if this is part of the fate that I'm meant to be on. And I'm having a very difficult time thinking of a way to communicate. I feel a lot of blockage here. The 3 of Cups is here, the Wheel's here, the Page is here. They're just in the reverse. So the final outcome between now and the 16th, I clarified this out pretty good too. Death in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse. Someone, because Justice and the Ten of Cups and Death is here, there have been endings. Someone could be going through a divorce. You might be wanting, and with the Magician here and the Empress, you could be the Empress. You could be manifesting an Empress. This is a Taurus or a Libra. It's a married woman, but not always. It's also a person with very high standards. So, death, an ending. Out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise. But when something ends and death is in reverse, we're not really over it, and we're very afraid of what will grow in the place of what dies. Don't hang on to the past. Everything that has an ending has a new beginning. And I think that this could have had a happy ending. Someone could be divorcing. You could be carrying stuff in from your childhood. This could be family. Someone might not want happily ever after. Or there's been a misalignment in values. There's been some kind of a disconnect between you and this person. The relationship struggled. Again, a family could be involved, a marriage could be involved, not necessarily though. It just could have been a happy ending, but there's like trouble in paradise. Never really got over an ending, afraid of an ending. But you are wanting to manifest the Magician, Virgo, Aries, and Empress, Libra, Taurus. So you might be the Empress or you're trying to manifest one. The Magician has a plan. He's very resourceful. He's very focused on the task at hand. He does want recognition and attention. He's discovering his power. And an Empress is very creative. And there's a lot of fertile ground in a situation. Some of you are thinking about running your own company and you work with your hands, your healers, your light workers. The Empress is excellent at marketing and running the whole show. I feel like for some of you, Sagittarius, this is all you with your very high standards. The Empress takes no shit. Okay, so if you're the Empress, I see you having high standards and being the single catalyst for change in your life, despite the fact that there's been a struggle in some of your family or long-term relationships, or, yeah, afraid of some endings here. You might be wanting to manifest this Empress as well. It could be a Libra with the Queen of Swords, the Empress, and Justice, but not necessarily. I like the way you're handling it, though. Just, work on finding a reconnection. If this is a family relationship where you just want to manifest a happy ending, you are going to have boundaries and standards. You will have to have a plan, and you know that. Don't be afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. Your oracle cards were great advice. Wombat spirit, be at home. Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. So, Wombat Spirit and Be at Home is a card that's about self esteem and knowing your own self worth and feeling good about yourself and needing to feel comfortable in your own skin, wanting a home and hearth that makes you feel good. The Wombats really dig in and they love their homes, they love to be in their homes. And they feel at home in their own skin and with themselves. Someone in this situation could have some self esteem problems. You or a person you're connecting to and needs to be reminded to feel at home. Some of you are being told to be at home. Like if you're married, if you have family, it could be struggling. Someone's saying you need to be at home. That could be a literal message for you. Some of you work at home. I just heard that. And healthy boundaries need to be put in place for you and for anyone you're dealing with. So boundaries are clearly very important. I just heard contracts too, and I don't know why, if it's a work message for you. So you need to have healthier boundaries moving forward this week, and you need to honor and respect anyone else's. It will make you feel more comfortable and at home in your own skin and your own environment, and it will make anyone else you're working with feel that way too. I use the Oracle deck, the Unicorn Oracle deck for you guys too. Partnership, teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. I think you are looking for a partnership of some kind, looking for that healthy support team. You want a partnership with someone here. Magic came out. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic does surround you. There is magic surrounding you this week. Adventure. Dare to do things differently. So you need to do something differently this week than you had been previously. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. See, I told you some of you are thinking about moving or relocating with work, with your home. If it has nothing to do with that, let your adventurous side come out and dare to be different. Manifest your dreams to move forward. Make a wish. Believe in some miracles. There is magic surrounding it. I think it has to do with some kind of a partnership and flow. Find an easier path forwards. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. So I see there's a lot of anxiety here for you, and you're having a hard time exploring and studying something in the way a Page of Swords would, getting new information and good at communication, and dipping your toe in the water emotionally. I know that you're afraid of a major disaster, but I can see that you want to bring balance and justice to a situation, and you're very anxious about it. I know that the person around you that you're thinking of just wants to talk. They have some boundary issues with you, though, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, and that's why Armadillo Spirit came out. So their advice is, yes, focus on partnerships. There's magic surrounding the situation. Someone has very intuitive abilities here. You need a little bit of adventure. Do things differently. Find a different path. Surrender to the outcome. Stop trying to make it a perfect outcome. The outcome will come when it comes. That's in the future. It hasn't happened yet. Try to release your expectations going into it. I know that's hard because you're anxious and worried, especially about heartbreak. You don't know if you're making the right choice or not. If this has to do with a partnership of some kind, if you just do things differently and you think outside of the box and just stop worrying about how the outcome will be, if you feel comfortable in your own skin and you have good boundaries and you honor other people's boundaries, justice might be served. And when justice is in the upright, it's always good for your karma. When the wheel and justice come out together, this is karmic cycles and righting something that might be wrong in your destiny. If you can fix this, I think you might feel a whole lot better. But I think you might have to be the single catalyst for change with the magician here and get very creative in this situation. Yeah. Don't forget to honor commitments as well, yours or other people's. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your reading for the 10th through the 16th. I hope it helps you if it resonates with you. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I am always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. I love you guys very much. And I will see you next time.